holiday seasons. Okay, so I did my first official video on YouTube last week, but it wasn't that good. I noticed when I saw it, and I know one person commented on it, and I realized it's not good, so I'm gonna try to do better videos for you guys. I'm gonna stay out of the makeup business, like I said, to like get better, and my camera quality is better. But I'm gonna still be doing some kind of that stuff, but not as often as I was thinking of doing. Anyway, okay, so today I want to talk about a topic that it is really important for me, because it's about my race, and it's basically I'm gonna talk about how to survive in Juarez, Mexico, or like in particular in Mexico. I went to Mexico. No, I lived in Mexico till I was 11, from when I first was born. No, from when I was like 1 year till I was 11 years. Then I came to the United States, and it started getting really, really bad, and Juarez was nominated as the top one city of the whole world, like the top one that people kill more and stuff like that. So I wasn't allowed to go to Mexico for a really long time, and like 3 years ago I went for a week. I was really scared, but I noticed it's not so bad like it used to be. I know you guys, when you hear the word Juarez, it's like, oh my god, like what the heck, like who would want to go to Juarez? Well, I do, and it is a beautiful place. I've been going the past 3 years in a row. I love it. That's where my family is from, and so I want to talk about the most important things of how to survive in Juarez. And this doesn't just apply to Juarez, it applies to Mexico in general. Okay, so our top first one is party wise. Yes, okay, Juarez is in the frontier from El Paso, Texas. That's where I was born, El Paso. Juarez is a frontier from there, so a lot of people want to visit it, and you're like, oh, let's go party in Juarez and get crazy and all these things that people think is good to do in Juarez. So let me tell you one. There's like a couple things that you need to know for when you go party there. Okay, let's talk about the bars. There are a lot of different type of bars. There are like the really, really bad ones, the worst ones where people just like get drunk every day. There's like, you can call them the rich bars, but they're not really that expensive. It's like where people with money usually goes, but it's not really like that. It's just for a lot of people, different styles, more like people who can who wants to have a good time, but without like getting involved in fights. Usually there's a lot of securities in there. So the first things that you want to know about these bars, don't go to the really bad ones, because that's where all the trouble starts, because there's no security. There's like alcoholics everywhere. So I would recommend you guys not to go to those bars. I'll be posting on my tagline which bars you should go to, like some of my favorite ones. And like, you should really try these bars. They're like amazingly, people treat you really well. Oh my god, I love them. There's different types of bars that you could go to. Okay, number 2 about partying. Never ever in your entire life go alone. and think I'm just here for the weekend, I'm gonna have a good time. Never ever go alone. Go with people that you can trust, that you know they're not gonna do anything to you. Go with a group of people like that you can have fun with. I usually go with my cousins to party to these bars. At least take one person with you that you can really trust. Number 3 about partying in Mexico or Juarez is if you want to get really fucked up, go ahead, go for it. Get fucked up. That's why people want to go to Mexico, to get like really fucked up. Because they say that Mexico alcohol is like way more stronger than the alcohol here in the United States, and that is true. Even the Coronas have more alcohol than the ones in the United States. Even though they say they're exported, they have more alcohol in Mexico. Okay. Other thing, like go with someone that you can trust. If you want to get fucked up, go with someone that you can trust to take care of you. Go please with someone that you can trust, that can take care of you. And never ever go by yourself and think, oh, I'm gonna have a good time, I can just call a taxi and he'll pick me up and all this. Never. Number 4 about partying, like if you want to, if all your group wants to get drunk, have someone that you can trust to go pick you guys up. Last year I went to Mexico and I didn't get in a really bad situation, but I noticed, I think I only went for the weekend. I went for the weekend to party and all this, and one of my friends from Mexico told me that she could, okay, they got stopped. And the guy that was driving drank a little bit of alcohol, not as much as the other girls. They were like the driver and 2 other girls with them, and they drink a little bit and they're like, oh, it's be okay, and they get stopped by the police and they thought that they could just give them money, because that's what everyone says about Mexico, that you can just buy the cops. Well, they got arrested, even if like the law was that the driver couldn't drink, and if he drank, everyone was gonna go to jail. Even if the other girls weren't drinking, everyone was gonna go to jail and they were gonna get their car taken out. But I think they had a new president from Juarez getting the position when I was there, like in September. I think they got a new president in Juarez, or governor, or whatever, I don't know exactly what it is, but they got a new one, and that was gonna change the law. And now like the whole number to call the police or everyone is 911 now. And they also changed the president, so the law that said that everyone that was in the car with them was gonna go to jail. That's not anymore. That's like in here in the United States, I think they're gonna get a DUI if they're drunk and stuff like that. Okay, but yeah, this is like the facts for when you go to party in Mexico. Never go alone. Okay, never go alone. That's the main moral. Yeah, because I know it gets pretty bad, but never go alone, please. Okay, what we're gonna talk about next is you have to be ready to the weather. Let's say the weather. Let's talk about the weather. First, when you travel into Mexico, you think like it's right now it's December, it's gonna be cold. In Mexico, you never know, okay? I went there in September and I was expecting cold weather already, but I was like, you know, it's Mexico, you never know. So I took some summer clothes and just a jacket there. And I was right. In the morning was really, really freezy. Not cold, but it was cold, kind of. And in the afternoon was like super, super hot. You wanted to take your shirt off, everything. And then at night, it was kind of like medium cold and hot, okay? So never be ready for what the weather, what to expect. Okay, they say girls are always ready. That is true. We take a lot of different type of clothes for when we travel, but for men they're just like, whatever, let's just take this and we're done. And then they regret it sometimes, so please be ready for the weather. The other thing about the weather, no, I think that's it for weather. Now let's talk about be ready. Let's talk about if you want to go shopping. Like if you want to go shopping in the mall, it's like huge and all these. There's a lot of good things in the mall, like amazing. I'm gonna be posting the malls that I went to. Okay, so but be ready to walk. Everywhere you go, you have to walk. Even if you have a car and you took a car over there to Mexico, just be ready to like walk. Cause like if you want to go to the main stop parks, they usually have to park like 3 to 4 blocks away. Cause you need to. There's no space to go with a car. Like if you want to go to the plaza, you're gonna have to like be ready, completely ready to walk. Okay, so just be ready to walk all the time. I was walking and I thought I was losing weight, but guess what? I love to eat Mexican food. It's like my favorite food ever, as a Mexican, obviously. So be ready to eat, because you're gonna get amazed with the food there. Like, even though everything's Mexico, like in different states or Mexico, they made like the same food, but it tastes differently, because each state has its own flavor, and that is completely true. So be ready, if it's your first time in Juarez, be ready to be amazed, or anywhere in Mexico you go, be ready to get amazed by the food, because there's nothing like being in Mexico. Honestly, they said, oh, it's the same food, even if you cook it in the United States, it's the same ingredients, whatever, the same food, like you cook it the same and all that. It is not the same. Completely tastes different. It's like new stuff that I tried that I'm gonna be posting in like after this video. But there's this salt chipapas, I think they were called. They were like so freaking good. It was like French fries with corn, mayo, mustard, cheese. I don't know, there was a lot of things in that, and I was like, oh my god, this is heaven. Let's keep eating. So be ready to gain a little bit, some pounds when you go to Mexico. Another thing about the weather, like you think, oh, it's gonna be the same, it's not gonna be any bad. If you're like if you have to like go, if you want to go in the summer, it's like so hot. And more than when I went in September, it's super, super hot. that I even got dizzy because I'm not used to that weather. More like a humid weather person right now because where I live is humid. But over there it's like dry sun, like completely dry. Feels like you're in a desert, even though you have water with you, so be ready for that. Also be ready because most of the house there, they don't have heaters. No, they don't have air conditioners. So be ready for that, okay? Just be ready for Mexico. Such a beautiful place. Have no idea. Okay, so with this concludes my how to be ready to go to Mexico or Juarez. But let me just tell you something. I had a friend told me that the frontier is never a pretty place because of the drugs, because of like all these. And yes, I would like agree with him. Like there's some really bad parts in Mexico, but it has like things that will amaze you. And though they say, oh, there's a lot of people get killed in Mexico, people get raped in Mexico, they get robbed in Mexico. Yes, things like that happen, but it's not just Mexico. It's everywhere in the world that all of these things are happening. It's not just Mexico, and just think, oh, Mexico is the worst place ever. Because once you go there, you're gonna be amazed by what you're going to find in Mexico. It's like, oh my God, extremely, I don't even know how to explain it. Maybe because I used to live there. I remember my childhood when I was there, but like it's still different, guys. Mexico is such an amazing place, as the United States, as every place in the whole world is amazing. It's less downs. It's like damaged things. But everywhere in the world is pretty because God created His way, that way that He wanted this world to be. So I just think this world is amazing. We should start taking care of it more. And yes, I'm just want you guys to know that where I come from is such a beautiful place. They've been doing some remodeling, I guess, there in Mexico. They've been adding some new parks, new places where in Juarez that you guys are gonna be extremely amazed by it. Yes, there's a lot of violence, but there's also a lot of good things about it. Just give it a try. Don't be like too scared to go there, because you'll be amazed for what you find there. Mexico is such a beautiful place. I can tell you guys that. That's anything I can tell you. I don't know if you're going to believe me, but I think everywhere in this world is beautiful. We're the ones that are destroying this world. Well, guys, that's it for this video on how to survive in Mexico. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'll be doing more tutorials now that I've been having time, and it's Christmas Eve, and I have a lot of projects in mind. I've been decorating my room, remodeling, so I can have like set it up for when I start making my YouTube videos. It's taking longer than I expected, but it'll be done, and I'll be doing some like videos on YouTube about it. So please guys, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and thanks for watching this video. And I really recommend you guys to visit Mexico. It's such an amazing place, guys. I'll be leaving some pictures of my trip to Mexico here. So please guys, don't forget to don't cut this video, watch to the end. And I hope you guys have a blessing day. God bless you guys. Thank you. Bye.